Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's session, I'm going to show you how to crochet hydrangeas. It's beautiful flowers and consist of many small flowers. For these flowers, I'm using the 4-ply cotton yarn from Susan 4 and color 94 for the flowers and color 78 for the leaves. You also need some small amount of yellow yarn as well for the pistil. The hook, I'm using the 2.5 millimeter hook, which is equivalent to number 4 hook, size number 4. This flower is using the Afghan technique. For Afghan stitches, if you use a hook that has a pointed end, like the black one that I have, that'll be easier for you when you need to insert your hook into the vertical bar of the chain stitch. It'll be easier than this one is the orange one is the clover hook, which is very popular brand from Japan. But you can see that it had a little bit like round end compared to this black one. This one is from China, and I'll put the name of the brand. I don't know how to spell it, but I found it would be much easier to use this hook for Afghan stitches than the normal hook. You also need some markers, scissors, and a floral stem. And you also need the floral wire for the flowers. So I recommend using 0.5 millimeter wire. You don't want to use the thick one because it will end up this the flower stem will end up being too thick. So this one is just about right size. And each flower's wire you need about 20 centimeter for one flowers. Okay, so let's get started. So you will need to make 12 or 13 flowers depending on how big you want your flower to look like. So you can see this flower has 4 petals, and we will start with a magic ring. So make a loop and then hold the loop with your 2 fingers. So your end tail is on your right and it behind, and your working tail is on the left. Insert your hook into the ring and pull the yarn through, and then you can release your fingers and make 1 chain, and do not count this one as a stitch. Now in the ring, make 4 single crochets. And this will be the base for our petals. Pull the yarn tightly to close the loop, and then make a slip stitch into the first single crochet. And then again pull this one tight. So each petal will be work on 1 stitch of the base. So before start, use a marker and put it on your strand of yarn like this, and then you will make 5 chains. The last chain you can make it a little bit longer, so it'll be easier to pick up the vertical bar. So you can see at the back, you can see this little bump here at the back of the chain stitch, and this is where we're gonna pick up the stitches. So from the first bar here, insert your hook and then make an unfinished single crochet, and you will make 3, 2, 3 unfinished single crochet. Before do the yarn pull over, put another marker on your yarn and hold it like this, and then pull the yarn through 2 loops at a time to finish row 1. Row 2, make 1 chain, and then from the first vertical bar make 1 unfinished single crochet, then 2, 3 unfinished single crochet. For the 4th unfinished single crochet, you're going to insert your hook into the strand of yarn that you have the marker, that 4, and you can remove the marker. And then the 5th unfinished single crochet is in the vertical bar here. You need to make 1 more unfinished single crochet, and it will be in this space where you have the marker. So that would be 6. So remove this marker, and you can insert the marker again into your strand of yarn like this, and then pull the yarn through 2 loops at a time. That row 2. For row 3, you're going to pick up from the very first vertical bar and make 1 unfinished single crochet, then pick up another 5 unfinished single crochet. So you got 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th unfinished single crochet won't be in the space where you have the marker. So that's 6 unfinished single crochet on your hook. Now you're going to insert your hook into the first stitch of the base. It's basically the same stitch where you have the slip stitch to start this row. So this one here, right here, insert your hook and pull the yarn through. And here we're going to do a slip stitch. So just pull the yarn directly like this. So you have 1 slip stitch. And now you still have 7 strands of yarn on your hook. Now do the pull over. For row 4, we will skip the first vertical bar and work from the second vertical bar. So insert your hook into the second vertical bar and do 3 unfinished single crochet. And pull over. For the last row, we will do 4 slip stitch. So the first one is from the second vertical bar. So this is the first vertical bar. We're going to skip this one and insert your hook into the second vertical bar. That 1 slip stitch. The second slip stitch is going to be that back strand of yarn of this stitch. This one. The third one and the fourth one again is the back strand of yarn here. Then we'll do another slip stitch into the first stitch of the base. So you finished one petal. To start the next petal, we'll do a slip stitch into the next stitch, and again start with 5 chains. If you're not sure about picking up the back loop, just put a marker like this before making the chain stitch. Then do 3 unfinished single crochet, and you can put a marker again here before do the pull over. And make 1 chain, and then do 6 unfinished single crochet. So the 4th one is in the back loop here, the back strand of yarn here. The 5th one and the 6th one is where you have the marker. Remove this one, and you can place it again. And then do 6 unfinished single crochet from the first vertical bar. For the last pull over, just make it a little bit longer, so it'll be easier to pick up the first bar. The 6 unfinished single crochet is where you have the marker. And then do a slip stitch, insert your hook into the second stitch of the base, and then make a slip stitch. You can make it from the back like this, this will be easier. Okay, and then make the pull over. And here skip the first one and do 3 unfinished single crochet from the second vertical bar. And skip the first one and do a slip stitch into the second vertical bar, and then the back strand of yarn here. 3rd slip stitch, and the 4th one is the back strand of yarn, and then 1 more slip stitch into the base. Okay. So continue making other petals. So you finished the flowers. Now I'll show you how to assemble the flowers. So use the floral Y, and you need a piece of like 20 centimeters. And then you can use some glue and the yellow yarn for the pistil. Apply some glue in the middle of the wire. Then insert it into the center of the flowers. Use the green yarn to wrap it. You will make the leaf. You will need to make 3 leaves. So start with the green yarn, and you also need a floral wire of about 30 centimeters. So we start by making 21 chain stitch. So make a slip knot first, and do not count this one as a stitch. Then do 21 chain stitch. Chain stitch. And insert your Y like this. And then make 3 more chains. And now you're going to do 2 slip stitch from the second chain stitch. So insert your hook into the second loop from the hook, and then do a slip stitch, then do another one. So now we're going to work on the chain stitch and wrap the yarn through the wire as well. So you're going to make 2 single crochet. So insert your hook into the chain stitch and make a single crochet and do another one. Okay, so you got 2 single crochet. Now you're going to do 5 half double crochet. That 5 half double crochet, and then do 3 more single crochet. So we finished row 1. To start the row 2, we're going to turn the work. Here is the last stitch of the first row. So when you turn your work, we're going to skip the first stitch, and we're going to work from the second one. So you're going to skip this one and insert your hook into the second one. And you're going to do 7 single crochet. So that's 7 single crochet. And now you're going to do a slip stitch, then do 2 chains, and then turn your work. So for row 3, again, we're going to skip the first stitch here and insert your hook into the second stitch and do 1 single crochet, then 2 half double crochet, then 1 half double crochet increase, then 3 half double crochet, so now we're going to connect back to the chain stitch, and to do so we're going to do 2 more half double crochet into the side. So 1 half double crochet, you're going to insert your hook into the bar at the end here. You can insert your hook into one bar here, it's okay, or you can insert your hook into both vertical bar at the end here and do 1 half double crochet, and then you're going to do 1 more half double crochet into the same stitch, the same space with the single crochet here. Okay, so now we're going to continue working on the chain stitch, and you're going to do 3 single crochet into the chain. Make sure that you wrap the yarn through the wire as well. So 1, 2, and 3 single crochet. You finished row 3. Row 4, again turn your work and skip the first one, insert your hook into the second stitch, and here you're going to do 9 single crochet. Now single crochet, and then do 1 slip stitch, then 2 chains, and turn your work. Skip the first one, insert your hook into the second one, and do a single crochet. Now do 2 half double crochet, and then 1 half double crochet increase. So 2 half double crochet into the same space, and then you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches left until the end of the row, and you're going to do 5 half double crochet. Then again, do 2 more half double crochet at the side here to connect back to the chain stitch. So 1 half double crochet into the vertical bar at the end. And then 1 more half double crochet at the same space with the single crochet. And then do 3 single crochet into the chain stitch. So you finished row 5. Now turn your work. For row 6, you're going to do 11 single crochet starting from the second stitch. Let's skip the first one. Do 11 single crochet. So that's 11 single crochet, and then you do 1 slip stitch, then do 2 chains, and now turn your work, skip 1, and do a single crochet into the second stitch, and then do 2 half double crochet, and then 1 half double crochet increase. Then I'm going to do 7 half double crochet until the end of the row. And then you're going to do 2 more half double crochet into the side to connect to the chain. So first do 1 half double crochet into the side here. And then 1 half double crochet into the same space with the single stitch. And here you're going to do 2 single crochets into the chain stitch. So at this stage you should have 3 more stitch, 3 more chains. Now turn your work. For row 8 you're going to skip 1, again skip 1, and then do 11 single crochet from the second stitch. Then 1 slip stitch, and then do 1 chain. We do 1 chain, not 2 chains, and then turn your work. Row 9, skip 1 and do 1 single crochet into the second stitch. Then do 2 half double crochet. Then 1 half double crochet increase. And then 7 half double crochet. And you're going to do 2 more half double crochet to connect to the base. So 1 half double crochet into the side here. Then 1 half double crochet into the same single crochet space. And now you're going to do 2 single crochet and then turn your work. For row 10, again skip 1 and do 11 single crochet from the second stitch. 11 single crochet, and then do 1 slip stitch, then chain 1. Now turn your work, skip 1, and from the second stitch you're going to do 2 single crochet, then 1 half double crochet, and then 1 half double crochet increase, then 4 half double crochet. Okay, so you have 3 stitches left until the end of the row, and here we're gonna do single crochet, so do 3 single crochet. So here to connect back to the base, we're gonna do 2 more single crochet. So insert your hook into the bar here and do 1 single crochet, then do 1 more single crochet into the same space, so you should have 1 more chain stitch, and you do 1 single crochet into that last chain stitch. Now you finish one side of the leaf. To start the other side, do a slip stitch into the first space here, and then make 1 chain, and then do single crochet into that same space where you did the slip stitch. You can mark this one, and then you're going to do 19 single crochet in total, including the first one here. That's 19 single crochet, and then you're going to do 1 slip stitch, and then make 1 chain. Now turn your work, skip the first one, skip the slip stitch, skip this one, and insert your hook into the second one. And you're going to do 1 single crochet, and then 2 half double crochet. Do 1 half double crochet increase, then 3 half double crochet, and make 1 more half double crochet increase, then do 3 single crochet, so this should be the same as how you finish the third row of the other side. Now you can just repeat row 4 to row 11 of the other side, and you will finish the leaf. Row 11, and the last stitch is 1 single crochet into the marker. And then you can do a slip stitch back into the first one here. And then wrap another time. And you can cut the yarn, leaving a tail. And then just wrap it around. Okay, so we finished all the flowers and the leaves. Now we're gonna assemble it. So you will need a floral stem as well. So we're gonna assemble the flowers so it looks even and like have a round shape. Start from the center. We'll start from the center. And then you just arrange the flower around. Make sure that the height is about the same. And use the green yarn to wrap the stem together. You can make sure that you wrap it tightly. And add the floral stem to the center and wrap it a couple more times. Trim off these. You can trim off these ends a little bit so it's not too thick. Otherwise you can just leave it. wrapping until the end. Flowers is finished. I hope you enjoy the tutorial and thank you for watching.